So the Cleveland Cavaliers have hired a female assistant head coach, Lindsay Gottlieb, and I believe she was the woman of Cal basketball. Cal women is a basketball coach. Now here's the great irony, and I mean first I'll get into what Adam Silver said. Very recently, I actually did a video on this. He was talking about how they were going to push for diversity and they were going to hire more females and they were going to make a point to do it. Why hire qualified people? Just hire females based on the fact that they're females. But anyway, here's the great irony in this: there are plenty of qualified African American males, former collegiate players, former NBA players, current collegiate assistant head coaches who could have gotten that job, but instead they hire a woman's basketball coach to be an assistant coach in the NBA just for the sake of diversity. That's the great irony in this way of thinking, in the leftist way of thinking. And this is why I try to tell men, and I tell, my African American friends as well, that, they consider themselves liberal or Democrats. I try to tell these guys, look, there is a hierarchy in the liberal totem pole, and the so-called black man is the lowest on their totem pole. The female is above the male, no matter what. Even if she's white, it doesn't matter what race she is. The female is always above the black man and the white man for that matter. And so you have a situation here where, there's plenty of qualified black men that aren't going to get this position just because they need to hire a woman, because the woman is, and it's not about equality. It's about making a woman equal and superior. That's all it comes down to. That's their way of thinking. It's a feminist agenda. The leftist agenda is a feminist agenda. People need to understand that. And it's not going to stop here. It's not going to stop here. The NBA has decided to go full woke, and I'm sure at some point we're going to see a female head coach. And again, that's taking a job away from a qualified African American male. This is the irony, but these people don't see this. And I'll give you an example. I've been going back and forth with people on Facebook in the comment section of all these different sports websites, and I've been saying the same thing. And all these liberals, regardless of whatever race they are, although I actually haven't had any black guys comment, are saying, "Oh, this is about equality. This is about equality," and they keep saying the same thing. They keep saying, "Oh, there's enough black men that are coaches, so they need female coaches." Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense to anybody? Do you see the contradiction in that way of thinking? And do you see how that doesn't make any sort of sense? How can you say there's enough black male coaches? How can you say that? There's never, if somebody is qualified, I don't care if every single member on that staff is a black man. If he's qualified for that position, he belongs. He deserves every single one of those jobs. That is absolute garbage to say, "Oh, well, there's enough." So when does it stop? When does it stop? How many females is it going to take? Does the coaching staff need to be 50% female? When does it stop with this diversity nonsense? The fact of the matter is they're discriminating against men, point blank period, now to hire these women in these coaching positions in the NBA. And I can't wait to see the culture class. I can't wait to see when a player gets into it with a female coach and how the left is going to say, "Oh, these men are chauvinistic. These men, this is the patriarchy and also the nonsense." I can't wait to see it happen. I guess a lot of these guys are going to be scared to say anything, because they're going to be labeled, "Oh, they're sexist or whatever," and then you're dealing with also a minority group too. But whose side are they going to take? Do you think they're going to take the black men's side in this situation? If that happens, no, they're going to take the woman's side, because again, in the liberal hierarchy, the woman is higher than the man regardless of race. So anyway, those are my thoughts. You guys let me know what you think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. This is Mike from Bensonhurst. Keep banging. And this is why